In long loneliness, they supported each other, but in Hesse's solitary cell, the endless isolation tormented. Lost in hallucinations and illusions, he seemed to see the silhouette of his mother at the window, becoming Hesse's power source to go home. Mom definitely wasn't giving up on him either. She patrolled to the prison of Hesse, but didn't manage to get a moment to see him. She waited the entire day, not budging an inch, even more stubborn than the rain itself. But the guards ultimately shut her request down. That cold, rainy night, in the latest stifling cell, the walls cemented their hope for communication. Saudi had made it to 1977. Saudi had been locked up for 1529 days. The military even painted the cramped cell white, probably thinking it would make it feel like a spa or something. With Eugene patrolling above, Rosen did not cross the line. When on the verge of plus or minus a pound, she suddenly heard Eugene. Eugene mentioned his crush, and Rosen urged, write her a love letter. Eugene, too proud, didn't agree immediately. She planned to return for tips after her partner left. So, what now? What do I do next? How do I send this? He was practically sending smoke signals. With Rosen's guidance, Eugene wrote a heart-tugging love letter that melted his crushed heart, but, spoiler alert, Zhongxi found out. Facing Eugene, she pulled the dreaming Rosen over like a puppet on strings, making him help her write a love letter instead, and Rosen thought he was about to face the music plot twist. Quickly writing touching verses, Zhongxi signaled Rosen, full of gratitude. Generously giving him the chance, Zhongxi ignored Rosen afterward, like a radio with no ballgame signal. Subtitle: turning the volume up to the maximum, he experienced the joy of sharing scores, and soon Zhongxi received a sincere letter of response. Thanks to Rosen, he successfully found his happiness. However, Juyu's joy didn't last. Saineng was moved to another prison again. Finally stepped onto the jar of green dates. They felt the warmth of the sun, a little freedom after 24 days of confinement. In 1978, 3 adults were confined to a narrow dungeon. Standing up was tough. A single bulb barely lit the room. Endless hallucinations and visions reawakened, almost driving them utterly mad. Just as Saineng was about to drown in loneliness, his family emerged as his last-ditch defense. This was Saineng's toughest time. By 1979, it was the 2,391st day in captivity. Finally, moving date came. In the new cell, they got a bed, and Rosen banged on the wall eagerly. And thanks to the new digs, they managed to reconnect with friends, even scored a visitation from Saineng. Under a little pressure from the Red Cross, the guards even moved and they even cleaned. But as they enjoyed adult life, guards, after inspections, seized their tickets. Finally, Mom showed up for Hesse's visit. But when she saw her son's spirit crumbling, she immediately whipped out the pep talks. You need to encourage her to bounce back. Do you understand? Mom, this is a serious situation. It's dire, hear me out. Listen to me. You gotta endure. I'm bearing it whatever it takes. You've endured it. Don't let them kill you off. I know what to do, and I know you understand. You are the only one who can turn this around. Those pawns don't stand a chance. You can do it. You're gonna step through this, no one else. No one will hand you anything, you gotta fight through. Keep your spirit up and you'll never fail. In prison, Hesse surprisingly found peace, replaying her mother's words until gaining new energy. During a military meeting, Hesse loudly cursed them, returning Mom's pot and tea. Sure, he got a beating, but eventually Hesse claimed his belongings. In 1980, on the 2,757th day, the dictator announced new policies and a whopping 80% of Uruguay. The furious guards took it out on Saineng. They were shuffled around prisons until 1983, like playing hot potato, but way less fun. Rosen reunited with Zhongxi, someone he once helped. Finally, life got a little easier. Zhongxi had even married the girl he wrote. Although he didn't thank him, he agreed to one of Rosen's wild requests, letting Saineng meet with him after a long agonizing captivity. Rosen and Saineng reunite in an open field, walking slowly, eyes meeting. Countless words flowed silently between them, their long imprisonment etched on their faces like a rugged map. Physically and mentally, they've changed. Yet sunlight bathed them, warm and golden, swirling gently. Warmth spread through their bodies, banishing the long-lost chill inside, ushering in a rare moment of peace and freedom. In the world before me, Saineng, after embracing Buddhism, shared the principles with me. We are all part of the same hive. And in the desert of Saineng, we wept. As the uproar outside grew louder, Saineng's treatment improved day by day. Those old cramped cells transformed into spacious, bright rooms. They even got toilets and sinks. Plus, they scored cigarettes and matches, and a chance to go outside to glow up. When he appeared, the crowd erupted with cheers. Rosen and Hesse's faces lit up with smiles. It was like winning the lottery. Under the watchful gaze of the crowd, he stirred the air like he was making a statement. Hesse carefully planted a seed, his pledge for life. The seed sprouted fast, a vibrant green shoot bursting through the ground, a tribute to their hopes for the future. Time rolled on.